For the last 3 months, Ivor Setterfield has been conducting a unique musical experiment, recruiting and training a choir of amateurs from an Oxford housing estate ready to perform at the Royal Albert Hall in just 12 weeks. It's been an uphill battle.
Stop! What are you doing? Why are you making up?
Now he's only got 10 days left to turn them into the singing estate.
One, two, three. One. Faces into nation.
With the Royal Albert Hall concert just around the corner, the pressure is telling on everyone, including Ivor.
Yeah, the first note's not right in the alto part. Instead of "you'll never walk alone" feel, it's "you'll never walk again." We've got so far with this group, and I'm trying to put the polish on. But unfortunately, because the people are of different abilities, some people are really not improving that very, very important last stage. No! John, you keep doing it, you keep doing it. What I hear at the moment is like this, lobilis, all over the place. It's just undisciplined. It's got lots of small faults. That's what I hear. Now that, to my soul, is like a dagger.
They're rehearsing 2 pieces for the concert, You'll Never Walk Alone and O Fortuna from Carmina Burana.
Someone changed note on Hora.
Ivor has a squad of 40 choir members plus 8 covers who will only sing if someone drops out. But with so many choristers still making basic mistakes, Ivor won't announce his final lineup until closer to the big concert, which means no one's safe.
I cannot take people who are not perfect into the Albert Hall. I'd just be laying myself open for such criticism.
The following day, alto Mackenzie has something she has to do before the concert.
I'm going to see my boyfriend today in Portland at Her Majesty's Prison. I've got butterflies in my stomach. And when I'm singing in rehearsal, I think about him and wish that he could be there.
Boyfriend Lee is due for release soon, and Mackenzie's hoping to find out today whether he'll be out in time to hear her sing at the concert on the 20th.
I spoke to him about his release dates because of the concert, and he said he thinks he's going to be home on the 17th. I'd be really disappointed if he couldn't come to the Royal Albert Hall.
But with his release date coming only 3 days before the concert, there's no guarantee he'll be there.
I love you!
The next day at rehearsals, the choir are working hard, but Blossom, who's an alto cover, is struggling to keep up.
Can you feel some of you are still singing a little bit under the note on all of them?
Can I just get let off because I've got a bit of a sore throat today?
Well, don't sing now then.
No, I like singing, but it's just...
Don't sing now. Just don't sing so I can actually hear when it was, in fact, you getting it wrong.
So shall I stop singing, let them sing, and then you can see if it's me?
I think that's what I just asked for, isn't it?
So...
Same again? I never understand these little questions. 1, 2, 3. Walk on with her.
Ivor's comment has tickled Kay, but Mackenzie's not impressed.
Very good.
It's loud at someone else's expense, so I don't think it's going to be funny.
Good.
We can laugh because he's going for her.
Can we leave that?
Take a chill pill. Not you.
I
think what's so tight today?
Bickering amongst themselves is wasting precious rehearsal time. but it's not long before they all join in.
Can we just leave it, for God's sake? Just leave it! Dragging it out all the time.
I'm not even speaking. It's fair enough having a giggle, which I even had a giggle at first, and other people laughed, and then that's it. The laugh, the joke is over, but obviously for some people, i.e. Kay.
Ivor made me laugh. What Ivor said made me laugh. And if I'm going to laugh, I'm going to laugh. And if somebody's going to throw a bloody tantrum about it, I'm going to laugh even more.
And then, of course, it blows into World War III, like it always does. You've got some people going, oh, it's unfair, I don't think it's funny, blah, 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 blah. We've only got a certain amount of rehearsal time. It all started over being slightly under the nose. Leave it.
All I did was laugh.
With the concert looming, Ivor really needs the whole team to pull together.
Awful noise.
But can they act like professionals
But I might get kicked out tomorrow.
and achieve their goal?
You must not behave in a thuggish manner.
On Blackbird Lee's estate in Oxford, conductor Ivor Setterfield has a surprise in store for his choir.
Now, just before we go on, I've not been entirely upfront with you all the time. There's a reason why you've been learning You'll Never Walk Alone.
The choir will be accompanying famous classical group G4 at the concert, so Ivor has invited them to practice tonight, but he hasn't told the choir yet.
Because I think we should actually begin by rehearsing this evening. Welcome. Calm down, everybody. Shh. Let's do a little impromptu performance set to our...
Ivor hopes that backing G4 will give his choir a taste of how good they'll need to be at the Royal Albert Hall.
Marvellous. That's enough rehearsing for this evening. I'd like you to just talk to the chaps. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers.
I was ready to be disappointed, but in the end I was really happy. Thank you very much. Really lovely to meet you. It's great. Fantastic singing. It's really... They're good, aren't they? Yeah. And there was a kind of feeling of pride, a real feeling of teamwork. I don't think they wanted to let themselves down, or me. And I was really very touched by that.
Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you. Of course you can. Who's it to?
It's a joy. To sing with G4 at the Royal Albert Hall is wicked. But for them to walk through the doors of Blackbird Lee's Community Centre is a different matter entirely.
Do you want a picture taken with me?
Of course I'd love one. Look at it.
Come on.
Perfect. So that works?
When we sung with them, everybody just kind of like went for it, and it was like, whoa, do you know what I mean? It sounded amazing. So my heart was like, G4 are in the building.
It's been a great evening for the choir, but as professional singers, G4 know that the next time they all meet, it'll be a different matter.
I'd say the Royal Albert Hall is one of the most daunting venues that any artist would ever perform at. Puts anyone in awe, whoever you are.
At the moment, you know, they're getting very cosy in that, you know, in that room over there. It's a small room. They're getting comfortable, but they've just got to really focus and concentrate.
G4 are extremely polished in their performance, and we are rough around the edges. I just need that every note for every person is as good as it can be.
Ivor can only hope that the choir have learned from tonight's rehearsal. He now has to concentrate on finding any possible weak links. He starts with Jade, who's missed rehearsals because of problems at home.
Okay, now you're singing the alto part, yes?
Yeah.
You're not.
Oh.
The alto part at that point is it's all the same note. You're making it up. You've gone up to the soprano part. No, that's wrong. That's a little bit out of tune. Making it up. No, ver and walk are the same note.
Yeah.
Okay, situation. As things stand, I can't allow you to do it. Because I'm not being cruel, but you're making too many mistakes and singing a bit out of tune. Please don't think I'm being cruel to you. You're a good musician and you can really do it, but you need to prove to me you can do it by Saturday. You nearly know it. Please don't be defensive. I'm just telling you how it is.
I'm not being defensive, I understand, but
I'm sorry.
also it's hard for me to go on rehearsals and split it into half.
I know it's
When
hard.
such things happen, I have to split it into half. When I come back and everyone knows it and I don't.
Okay.
And I've had to put my son bed too early so I can learn it.
Siobhan will help you more on Friday.
Of course, yeah.
I know it's been really difficult, but I've got to be fair in terms of what I'm building.
I understand that.
And I don't like being fair in this case because I believe in you. Right at the beginning, I did. But you just need to iron out these mistakes if you can. Okay, I really want you to do this. Siobhan's your helper. Thanks, Jade. I know Jade's attendance has been poor for various reasons, personal reasons, but I was quite surprised that she was making so many mistakes.
I know what emotion you're going through, all right? Come on.
It's just made it feel like I'm taking the piss sort of thing, and I'm not taking the piss.
I hope I wasn't too cruel. Do you think I was a bit?
I thought you were very tactful and gentle, actually, but the point had to be made.
But as long as you put in what you can put in, you can do no more.
But obviously it's not good enough. Ivor wasn't rude to me at all. He wasn't he said to me, don't be offended. I wasn't offended. It's the fact that I knew what he was saying was right and there was nothing I could do about it.
Toss and blow.
With strong competition from covers like Zoe, Jade has to prove to Ivor she's good enough to sing at the Royal Albert Hall, or she could lose her place in the choir. Performing at the Royal Albert Hall is not just about how the choir sound, it's also important that they look the part. Head of tenor section Julie is in charge of hiring the costumes.
It suits me. I like the arm on this for me.
All the covers are also getting fitted for outfits, but unless a member of the choir drops out, they may never get to wear them on stage.
Oh, look.
I didn't think I'd get this far, okay? And to get this far now, this is it. I mean, this is the serious stuff now. I've really got to work. Because Ivor wasn't too pleased with me last night. He just told me to stop singing. But I'm going to prove him wrong. I'm really going to prove him wrong.
For Julie, today's fittings have been revealing.
Well, seeing the dresses, I think it's really bringing it on home that we're actually going to be somewhere that's really classy.
It's like, never got to wear a ball gown in my life because everything's like trousers these days, jeans, and the dresses in the shops that you see are tacky. They're not real female dresses. I wanted to be a bit like J-Lo at a Made in Manhattan. And then I just got to find my Prince Charming.
Go on then, go try it on, girl.
Mackenzie's hoping for news about her boyfriend. She meets up with his mum to find out what's happening with his release date.
Lee isn't staying in prison any longer.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I thought you was going to be... knew you'd do something like that.
No.
So that means that you can come and see me at the Royal Albert Hall now.
See you in that
in my dress.
Oh, but then no.
It just means everything to me. It's just amazing, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's like my dream come true.
Now that boyfriend Lee will definitely be at the concert, Mackenzie's keen to make sure she's note perfect. She wants pianist Siobhan to give her extra coaching, but fellow alto Jade, who is fighting to keep her place in the choir, has got there first, leaving Mackenzie feeling frustrated.
Siobhan. And the beginning of all food tuner.
I'm not being funny at all, but I've really got to do my thing for tomorrow because I'm getting picked up and I've got to do my rehearsal. It's all right, I wasn't being funny, it's just I've got to do it, so.
I've only got till tomorrow morning, and then that's it.
Yeah, okay.
So you may have yours till tomorrow, but I'm probably getting kicked out tomorrow.
Then that's why rehearsals are there.
Pardon?
That's why rehearsals are there.
Yeah, and I come to rehearsals, my auntie died.
I know
so if you have any kind of consolation, you wouldn't be bitchy.
It's not just me who's got an opinion. I'm not being bitchy. I'm saying how I feel as a member of a choir.
At the end of the day, I put in 100%. I think I put in 100%. I have a son that has to be looked after. Like I said, if you're not in my situation, Mackenzie, don't make an opinion on it.
I wasn't being bitchy. You turned around and made the bitchy comment by saying, oh, well, you might have to rehearse now, but I might get kicked out tomorrow. But I might get kicked out. It's not my problem.
I'm not in a cat fight with you yet.
I hope somebody
like
does get your place.
When you're not in my position, don't compliment on my position.
Okay, listen. Thank you.
She only had to stay there for 2 more seconds while I sang Oh Fortuna, Veil at Luna. That's all she had to stand there for. That's the only bit I needed help on. But no, Mackenzie has to come first.
Mackenzie, what's going on? No, my thing is, I actually didn't say a bitchy comment. I just, look, I need to do this. I've got, you know.
Yeah, she's all right. She's in the choir. You know what I mean? The way she strung her neck out to me in there was not good. I'm not happy whatsoever. I'm not happy.
I'm not going to stand there like an idiot and go, oh, all right then. You haven't turned up to rehearsals. You take my time. Why? Why should I? Why shouldn't I have gone out? And then she's going across there saying that I flipped on her. Oh, I can't be dealing with it. Got more important things to worry about.
It's the day before the concert, and the choir are about to attempt their most challenging rehearsal yet. Singing along to the piano in the community centre is one thing, but this afternoon they're going to rehearse in Liverpool with the orchestra they'll be performing with tomorrow.
I'm very excited at the moment because I think that when people get face to face with an orchestra, it's rather like seeing your first lion or being in the presence of something which has its own incredible power that could make people retire into their shell. It could make people rise to the challenge.
Okay, everyone, shh. Can I have your attention, please? Firstly, welcome, and I hope you're as excited as I am. This is the most important 2 days we've got, and it's the climax of what we've been working towards. You're representing Blackbird Lease, you're representing me. This is the focus. Try to be as absolutely professional as you possibly can. Okay, let's go and do it.
Oh my God! Oh, Jesus. It's a real orchestra. It's a real orchestra. Yes, yeah. Oh, God.
The choir should be concentrating on the important rehearsal ahead. It's their last chance to get it right before the big concert. But some choristers aren't taking it seriously enough for head of tenor section Julie.
Folks, can we have the discipline today that we're going to need tomorrow? Folks, can we have the discipline we're going to need tomorrow, today? We got very, very loud on the stairs coming up. And that includes myself. When we get excited, we get loud. And I think that's going to be the hardest part tomorrow, is discipline. Well, it's going to be no good, is it? We're going to look like a bunch of amateurs.
too far down.
After a disastrous entrance, now the choir can't decide where to sit.
Was it the same order we were in the other day when we went on stage? It's moving along, it's going along.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and good luck, everybody. Stand up, choir. Sorry, I forgot you.
What was singing?
Carmina Burana. Was it? You had a 50-50 chance for it. Here we go. So how do you feel?
You look great. Great.
Well done.
Singing with the orchestra has brought home to the choir what all the hard work has been about.
I've just enjoyed it so much, and it's 12 weeks of doing all this, and then it's just over tomorrow, and it's just I just don't want it to finish. I really don't. Just sit there as a little girl, watch on telly and think if only, and now I've done it, and it's like, oh, go back to normality, get back to your living life and like it never happened, and can you not go and train or something for it?
Could I have your attention, please?
But whilst the rehearsal went well, Ivor is concerned about the lack of discipline off stage.
You must not behave in a thuggish manner. Do not shout across the hall to each other. Please try and make the fact that Ivor's choir is a professional outfit from the moment you walk onto stage.
If there was a lack of discipline in the choir tomorrow, I'd be totally peed off. I know everyone was excited, man, but then at the end of the day, you still got to be professional.
But will Ivor's words sink in, or will his choir throw away their big chance at the Royal Albert Hall?
Just walk onto the stage. How difficult can it be? I'm really angry.
The choir is set to leave for London, but there's still some unfinished business. A few days ago, struggling alto Jade was told she had to improve if she wanted to stay in the choir.
All you can do is try, innit? You can't really. All you can do is try.
Today, Ivor wants to see if she's made any progress.
It's hugely better than it was before. There is a place for an alto, and I want you to be up for it, but you're equally up for it with Zoe and the other covers. Yeah. But I know you weren't a cover before, but what you've done now, you've improved, but it seems as though I want to keep the place open. So I want you to continue working, basically.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well
done. Thanks.
Bye.
Amazing improvement.
Huge
She's
improvement.
really been working in such a short space of time, 3 days, that's all.
That's good.
That's excellent.
Despite all the extra rehearsals, Jade is now just a cover and not guaranteed a place on the Royal Albert Hall stage, a thought that has occurred to Zoe, another alto cover.
Like there's a big competition going on basically, and it sounds really horrible, but I just kind of feel annoyed that obviously she's trying really hard, and I just think, because I obviously want it just as much, or maybe more.
Are you going to work hard? Do you really want to be in?
Determined,
I know. You can do it. That's why I'm not even phased about this.
Yeah, obviously now the tension's rising, and obviously tomorrow's the day, Judgment Day.
If you don't work it, you lose it.
No.
So use it or lose it.
Right.
I want to create the situation where I keep everybody working as hard as possible and to give everybody the opportunity at this place. I think the best thing to do will be to leave it to the last minute, to leave it to the day of the concert and then decide who's put in the most work, because there's really not very much to choose between the covers and Jade.
Ivor's done everything he possibly can to prepare his choir for tomorrow's performance. All he can do now is hope it's enough, and they don't let him down in front of 5,500 people. After 10 weeks of preparation and over 100 hours of rehearsal, at last it's the day of the concert. But will Ivor's choir make the grade in the professional music world?
Bobby's in the pub!
It's going to be a tough day for the covers. They don't know yet who'll be singing tonight.
If I was sitting in the audience today, how would I feel? Gutted. Upset. Because I'm pretty soft, really. So yeah, pleased for them all, of course. You know, like I always have been since it's been started. Because I want to be there with them. Because we've all become good friends, you know.
If I don't get to sing, I'm just going to have to deal with it, I think, and just try and I don't know, enjoy today as much as possible. It's just good being here, I suppose.
We're ready to go. Okay, thank
Ivor's spotless reputation is riding on tonight's performance.
I feel slightly more nervous than I would normally because the fear of the unknown, the fear that none of these people in the choir have done this before. Could go either way. I'm just so determined. I don't even like to think of the possibility of it failing. I can't even entertain it, that possibility.
Hello, babe, it's me. Can you hear me? I forgot my music.
And it's not just Ivor who's relying on the choir this evening. Classical chart toppers G4 are also risking their reputation.
I think, particularly in an amateur choir, every single one of them has to deliver, and every single one of them has to be important. Within that, there are really no passengers.
The nerves and the build-up of that nervous energy, for some people who haven't sung before, it can overwhelm them. For basses, if they get lost, it can have a kind of knock-on effect, and if the tenors can't hear where the bass line is, and then who knows, even the tune may stop.
Look, there it is!
I've tried to prepare them in every way I possibly can. Prepare them for what it might feel like, the idea of performing to a big space. But the unknown, of course, and what's making me nervous now is I don't know if they can do it.
But this is no time for second thoughts. It's 5 o'clock. Ivor and his choir should be rehearsing on stage by now, but the other performers are behind schedule.
Well, I've got 2 pieces to do in 10 minutes with a group of people who've never sung with an orchestra on the Albert Hall stage before. I need someone to give me a break, you know? Oh, come on. I'm really angry. It's still true. It's the first time over the whole project I've been angry.
Not Happy Pumpkin.
Okay, can we have the choir coming on quickly?
Right now, quick, really quick.
They're taking part in a professional concert this evening and are expected to behave that way, so it's essential they don't waste any time during this rehearsal.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm sorry I'm ever so slightly anxious. 15 minutes later than I expected to start.
And it's the one and only chance they'll have to rehearse with the National Youth Choir, who are accompanying them for Carmina Burana, which was written for 200 voices.
Eyes on Ivor.
Can I have Ivor's choir on, please? Quickly, could someone show exactly which way you're going? Eric? No, Eric, no. John, could you please...
The other side of the stage and the bass section are confidently leading the charge, in completely the wrong direction.
No one told us where to go, so we just assumed we got there on the seats. So we all pulled up on the seats. And we were told to come back down and go the other way, and then, wow, it's crazy.
This side, Alan, come on, on. Darren, please just walk onto the stage. How difficult can it be? No, I can't, because they've never been on the stage like this before. Hurry up! 52% of my rehearsal time. Could I have some lights, please? Ladies and gentlemen, Ivor's choir, youth choir, orchestra, everybody welcome and happy families.
As far as things going right and wrong, the singing went very well. They looked like a rabble. They couldn't seem to find their way on to the stage at all. Then we discovered that the members of staff who were coordinating with walkie-talkies only had one walkie-talkie between the two, which I kind of thought was defeating the object of the walkie-talkie principle.
Marvellous. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mate, I couldn't. I hope I don't do that when we sing.
No, but you'll be fine. That's so good.
It just blew me away. I just got all emotional. Oh, it does me head in. I just need a fag, I think.
Ivor still has one final decision to make, and it's his most difficult to date. Which one of the covers will sing tonight?
Okay, what I'd like is to ask the covers to follow me into my dressing room. I just would like to talk to them for a bit and hear some singing.
Good luck.
From the bass section, he has John, who has been to every single rehearsal.
Crunch time, really.
From the altos, he has Jade, who has only just been relegated, as well as Taja and Zoe, who equally deserve a chance.
Okay. Jade first. I'd like just to hear you do a little bit at the end of the storm, starting on this note. Keep up with my tempo. 3, 4, please.
I just feel really sorry for the covers, because this is a chance of a lifetime. It's such a shame to miss out. But that's life. What can we do?
John.
Sweet silver, song of her love.
I'd like to have them all sing with us, but I don't think that's going to happen, so I don't know.
Is a golden sky and the sweet...
Okay, lovely. Great. Okay. The situation is I have made my decision, and the decision is that you can all sing.
Thank you. It's good. Thank you. Cheers. Oh, you're brilliant as well, actually.
Good cover, good enough, honest.
Good, well done.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
John's in the choir. Yes! John, yes!
It's just the best feeling around the moment, and I can't really describe how I feel right now. I'm just a bit, I don't know. And now I just feel like I've literally been punched in the stomach. Like someone's just hit me and said, "There's your nerves. You can have them now because you're going to sing." So I feel a bit sick at the moment, actually.
But the whole day today, I haven't been nervous whatsoever until I was actually stood outside his dressing room, and that's when my heart started dropping to my feet, and I thought, "Oh no, what's going on? Am I going to be in or am I not?"
I'm here both for you, man.
With a full squad of 40 plus all the covers in place, Ivor and his choir are less than an hour away from the most important performance of their lives.
I'm petrified. There's no other words for it. I am petrified.
Sorry.
Absolutely petrified. I couldn't explain how scary it is and what feeling it gives you.
While the choir wait nervously backstage, the concert begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Thank you for joining us for Classic FM Live.
I'm just waiting for everybody to be there.
Before they take up their positions, Ivor needs to talk to the choir. He's keen to make sure there's not a repeat of this afternoon's discipline problems.
I urge you, the one final thing, use this adrenaline and discipline in absolute equal measure, and you'll make this work for me. This is one of the most important days of my life to date, so good luck.
But minutes before they go on, there's a problem with one of Ivor's top sopranos, new mum Ellie.
I'm really sorry, I just had like a panic attack.
Can we go in?
I'm just completely exhausted. I'm really tired, and I've just been trying really hard not to, like... Really sorry.
Do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it?
Yes.
Let's go and do it then.
Just, I felt like,
Can we just all go in together? Can we just go
really
now?
sorry.
It's okay. Just want to go now.
With all his team back on board, now there's no going back. There's only one more piece before they take the stage.
Oh, dear. This is it.
Absolutely vital that it goes well tonight. Absolutely nothing but perfect performance will do.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good and hurt. Yeah, it's getting a bit nerve-wracking now.
Tonight, for one night only, Ivor's choir takes centre stage at the Royal Albert Hall. But have they done enough to impress this audience of 5,500?
Okay, go.
They're about to find out. After just 10 weeks of training, Ivor's choir are about to take centre stage at the Royal Albert Hall.
Okay, go.
Okay, we're going.
Shh. This goes back about 6 months, when Mum and Dad had a terrific idea to go to an estate
and audition people to sing in a choir. I would like you to give them the most storming reception. I want to welcome Ivor Setterfield and the choir.
One wrong note now, and all the hopes and dreams of the last 3 months will be over. They've got through the first piece with the backing of the National Youth Choir, but the spotlight is now firmly on Ivor's choir as they accompany G4 for You'll Never Walk Alone.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and a sweet silver song of love. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk.
It was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
But I slouch.
Everyone looked beautiful and the singing was great. They made me very proud. They made me very, very proud.
The choir have devoted all their time over the last 3 months to preparing for tonight. Do their friends and family think it's been worth it?
That's my boy!
For the choir, the concert is the end of a long journey.
It's beaten my expectations of anything that I could ever have imagined, and now I've had a little taste of it, I just don't want to let it go.
To hear the applause afterwards, I mean, we're only people from Blackford Leeds, but I mean, that means a lot, you know.
The way things have gone tonight, I just think I could do anything that I set my mind to actually doing. I think I just could do it.
And for Ivor, this has been more than just a singing project.
I have learned more about people, myself, and the extremes of emotions through giving people accessibility to beautiful music and beautiful ideas, and the possibility that those ideas are not for other people, but they're for everybody.
Music is a universal language, and I've learned that today. It's deep, man. It's deeper than the soul can go.
We've come to grow as a unit, and I will miss that closeness, but I would never have given up this chance, ever, because it was just a ride and a half. Beautiful.
For me, it's just completely brought back my dreams and everything that I believed in. It's lifted my spirits so high that I'm like, you know what? Life can be so great, and life is what you make it.
I'd like to propose a toast from my point of view of how proud I am of you today. So I'd just like to say a very simple toast to the choir. Thank you. Individual members of the choir have now the belief and confidence to love their own voice. The coming together has been a wonderfully uplifting experience.
Altos!